Let's get started on analyzing data. What is data? It is all the measurements, all those observations, the qualitative and quantitative observations that you were collecting, all of the measurements that you were collecting during your experiment. So you're taking pictures, videos, you're writing in a journal, all of those measurements. You're collecting all of that information during your experiment. But what do we do with it? So we've collected it all. I have a pile of pictures and paperwork, but what am I doing with it? Well, you're going to interpret or translate your findings. So you're going to go through this information and you're going to start putting it in graphs and charts. You're going to look at your pictures and video. If you're taking pictures of the height of the plant that you were trying to grow, you can kind of see how it was growing throughout those pictures. So you're going to look at all of your information. So what are the measurements and observations telling you? What are they showing you? Well, in order to put them into graphs and charts, you're going to need to know what graphs and charts are. So I've got a few out here for you. The first one we're going to look at is this colorful one. It's called a pie chart. And it kind of has like these percentages, how much is the apple pie a favorite versus blueberry, chocolate. When we're looking at this pie chart, it is showing us that everyone's favorite, not everyone's, that apple is a top favorite. It is 20.6%. So it has a higher percentage rate of being the favorite pie flavor. So next in line would be strawberry, right? Third would be pumpkin and then cherry. Um, the purple one would be next, which is blueberry, and then the 8.4%, which is other. Okay, and then it just kind of gets smaller from there. So there's an other in there. The next one we're going to look at is this scatter plot. It's the one at the bottom. Now it's a whole bunch of dots, and this is going to kind of show you trends. So if you're looking at all of these dots, it's doing height versus weight. So let's take someone a baby's, they're smaller, and as they get bigger, they gain weight, they're gaining muscle, they're gaining bone, so as they get higher in height, they also get higher in weight. And then we have our line graph, which is the one that's by my picture. This line graph is showing you the daily average temperatures. So Monday through Friday, and the red line is your highs. And then the blue line is your low temperatures. Okay, so on Monday, the average daily temperature would be around 82 degrees. The low for Monday would be 70 degrees. Tuesday, the high temperature, the average would be 76, and the low is going to be around 66. Okay, now here's two more graphs. We have a bar graph and a histogram graph. So the bar graph is the one that's colorful right here. It's going to show you categories. So we have red, blue, green, black, and pink. Number of students versus favorite color. So it looks like you have around 23, 24 students that like the color red. You have around 15 students that like the color blue, around 10 students that like the color green, and then black and pink. Now the histogram graph is going to be the one that's by my picture, and it's number ranges. So the height of black cherry trees. Let me put my picture here. So we're looking at height of trees. So you have the height of a tree. It's in feet, and then you have the frequency right here. Okay, so it's showing you number ranges. Now, let's look at precision versus accuracy. So how precise and how accurate are you, and why does this matter? So why do you think scientists make measurements throughout the experiment? So when a scientist is conducting an experiment, They're going to take measurements throughout. They're going to do this so that way they can see how precise and how accurate they are throughout their experiment. And this is going to help with errors, so they can catch errors earlier on and later. So it's going to help kind of being able to see when that error came about. So to be precise or precision is how consistent or close repeated measurements are to each other. Accuracy is how close your measurement is to your target. How close is your measurement to the actual or true measurement that you're trying to get? And I have a picture because I figured it's going to be easier to kind of visually see this versus me saying it. So there's this picture. So imagine you're playing darts. When you're playing darts, you're trying to hit the bullseye. You're trying to hit that middle circle there, that middle red circle. So the first picture, or I'm kind of circling it, this is your accurate and your precise. So you're playing darts, and those black dots are your darts. Your darts are hitting in that middle red circle. So you're accurate. Now, all four of your darts are close together. So that means you're consistent, right? You're throwing in the same spot. You're precise. The second one, right here, it says not accurate, accurate, not accurate, and precise. Sorry. So you're throwing your darts and you're still throwing them in the same spot. You're consistent with that. You're precise. But notice how your darts are not in the middle anymore. They're kind of off to the side. That means you're not accurate. Then we have the third one. The third one is you're accurate, but you're not precise. So you're throwing the darts and you're kind of getting them around the middle there. So you're getting close to that target, but your darts are kind of all over the place. So they're not precise. So they're kind of in and going around your target. And then the last picture, you're not accurate and you're not precise. So your darts aren't close together, they're not consistent, and then you're not even by the target that you are trying to get to. So you're not accurate and you're not precise. So let's talk about conclusions. You've analyzed all of your data, or you've analyzed all of your information, you put on graphs and charts, but now is your time to communicate those findings by creating a summary. So you're going to create a summary of what happened in your experiment. Did your results support your hypothesis? So you did your experiment and you came up with your results. Was that supporting your prediction? So remember, you made a statement, a prediction for your hypothesis. Did that support that? If the answer is yes, well, just because you ended the experiment, you might have actually came up with more questions like, oh, well, why did this happen? Why did that happen? And even though you supported your hypothesis, that doesn't mean that your experiments are over. You can start a new experiment with a new hypothesis based on that information. If your answer is no, your results do not support your hypothesis. You cannot say that that statement is true. Well, now that should give you a new question. So with this new question, you can create a new hypothesis and new experiment. So just because you've ended your experiment doesn't mean you need to stop. You can keep going. So here's a little summary. You did your research question. You created your hypothesis. You did your experiment. You came up to your conclusions. Was your hypothesis supported? Was it declined? You're going to report your results either way. You're reporting your results, and then you can start with a new question. Okay, let's review scientific method. You asked a question, you did your research, you did your hypothesis prediction, you went through your procedure, your experiment, you collected all of your data, and then you analyzed all of your data, and then you created your conclusion, you reported your results. In your PowerPoint or slides, I have given you a link to a review for scientific method and study jams. So you can just click on, there's going to be kind of the same picture that you see. There's going to be beakers as if you were mixing something up. You can click on that and it'll take you to your Study Jam scientific method video. Now it's going to give you an option if you want to sing along to a song. You can do that if you'd like. And then there's Test Yourself, which is going to give you some questions to kind of help you test what your knowledge, and we'll go over those in class. Okay, so good luck on that. Go make sure you're watching the video for Study Jams. It's not boring. It's kind of entertaining for you. Okay, and you have a good day. Bye.